All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and for today's video, I wanted to give y'all some pre-update gameplay using my guy Benjamin, because as you guys can already see, I actually made the plunge. We played with RNG a little bit, and we finally got him up to level 70. Been having a little bit more fun with him, so I wanted to feature him one more time before he finally gets a uniform that I'm hoping will bring major changes, because God knows he needs it. He is very, very underwhelming as it currently stands, right? However, I would definitely not tell you guys, I would not be advising any of you, right, to get him up to level 70 prematurely. Wait until you see just how much the uniform changes him, because frankly, he's nothing spectacular. Unless you're a super fan of the thing, you should just keep him at level 60 and wait until we see the uniform. That's my stance on it. However, for today's video, we're actually going to be doing a comparison between level 70 thing and level 70 Colossus without his uniform, because if you guys have watched any of my videos on the thing, you'll know I basically always refer to him as basically the free-to-play version of Colossus, or the poor man's Colossus, simply because of the fact that you can farm guaranteed 10 bios for him per day, and you can also pick him up from Shadowland selectors. In addition to that, he's basically a Corbin copy of Colossus because he plays the exact same way, and in addition to all of that, he has the exact same kind of passives that you can see right here for somebody like Colossus. Take a look at Colossus' 4-star passive. It's basically a part of the thing's tier 2 passive, right? So they're very similar to each other, so a lot of people always compare them, and almost always Colossus comes out on top because he has this X-Force uniform. So I thought to myself, it would be really cool to see what the thing can do compared to Colossus, since the thing is due for a uniform. And I was thinking about waiting until the thing gets a uniform, then we can compare Colossus with his uniform to the thing with his uniform, but I figured why not do it pre and post update. So that's what we're going to be doing, boys. We're going to be running a couple DPS comparisons against two different bosses using Colossus and the thing. And for today's video, I actually made sure that both of them are looking damn near identical, because like I said, they're basically carbon copies of each other. Well, the thing is a copy of Colossus, right? Since Colossus came first, right? One thing you will notice though, a major difference between the thing and Colossus, basically the only difference is, if you're paying attention, you can see it right there. It's basically the physical attack. We have 19,967 physical attack on the thing, whereas on Colossus, even with his uniform, I'll put it on real quick so you guys can see it, he still doesn't break 19,000, right? And the reason for that is simple. Colossus doesn't have this passive right here, the 40% all attack increase. Yeah, that's the reason why his physical attack is so much higher than Colossus. There's nothing I can really do about that. Well, there is a few things I could do about that. One, I could give Colossus his uniform and give him back the Urus that he had previously. However, that would be tipping the scales way more than I personally want to do. I want to see the base kit of both of these characters working side by side and see which one comes out on top. So that's why I actually took off all of the Urus of Colossus, even though I really love Peter. You guys know I love Peter and I want him to be much more in this game. So I decided I was going to keep both of them identical and see which one wins. That's what we're going to do today, boys. They even have the exact same ISO set. You can see for yourself. I made sure that I gave them both CTPs of refinement, so I don't have to worry about proccing on one skill and the other character not proccing on the right skill. I tried to make everything as balanced as possible. You take a look at their growth score, for example. The rank is very, very different, right? Because a lot of people have a lot more love for Colossus and a lot more respect, frankly, right? So that's why the rank is so different. But if you take a look at the growth score, that's 16, well, yeah, 166,000. You take a look at that, and you take a look at the thing, it's very, very close, right? Take a look at the details. You'll notice that the thing has 124 for attack speed, 47% for critical rate, 142 for critical damage, 46% for ignore defense, and even the 18% dodge that the thing has. You go over here, man, you take a look at Colossus, it's damn near identical. So for the most part, I try to build these two characters with the exact same setup. And then we're going to take them in the World Boss Ultimate right now, and I want to show you guys what the result is if we're talking damage per second using Colossus and the thing. So let's actually go ahead and use this setup right here. We're going to let Colossus go first, and we're just going to do a 2-minute test against Proxima and against Thanos. It's been so long since I've used Colossus without his uniform. It's so refreshing to see him with that classic red. Hold up. Also, the crazy part is when you use the thing or Colossus, like you can literally go from one to using the other and you won't really see a difference in terms of the skill rotation. It's practically the same, right? Sure, you can probably use the 2 or the 1 with Colossus because you have that extra 1 second of immunity. But for the most part, the rotation is practically the same. Like for Colossus, you're using the 4 skill to open, but for the thing, you're opening with the 3 and then you're just cycling through the exact same 3 skills practically. Just gotta make sure I don't throw that rock because there's that gap where you can get hit. Okay, don't hit me, thank you. Nice, we hit her from the back. Okay, we gotta move. Come on, Colossus. We're gonna stop at 7 bars or 2 minutes, whichever comes first. Oh, really? Okay, that's fine. All right, so what was that? All right, so we got 322 left. Let's see if we can beat that with the thing. Keep in mind, the thing has an additional 4,000 physical attack working in his favor. Where you guy? Let's go in the combat category. There we go. All right, let's do this, Benji. One thing I don't like about the thing that I do like about Colossus is that his immunity is instant. For the thing, there's a gap where you have to wait until he picks up that rock and you can take damage or get sneered and stuff. So Colossus is a little bit safer, but you guys are seeing this, right? There's a clear difference in DPS. The thing is just running through this, and that's with the same amount of resources invested, right? And he's pure free to play. Colossus is kind of free to play. Right, so I'm hoping that he gets a major, hold up, a major upgrade. Like, he's gonna body Colossus this time. Look at that. It's a no contest, right? It's a no contest. Now, some of you guys are gonna say, oh, that's because he has so much more physical attack. And you may be right, but that's just his native build. There's nothing extra that I did to make him better than Colossus. It's just comparing his native build to the native build of Colossus. And we're gonna jump over here against Thanos and we're gonna do the exact same thing. We'll go in with the thing first and we're just gonna try and see which one of them can take him down to like 15 bars first. That's it. That little gap is really annoying. I'm gonna have to watch out for these blade twisters. Okay, let's move. That was close. Okay. Let's go, Benji. It's all about the Benjamins. Okay, this is bad. Something's gonna land before. Oh, nice. Yeah, if it was if the immunity was as long as Colossus, he would be just a clear, well, he's clearly better than Colossus, right? He's clearly better than base kid Colossus. Like just damage wise, and the fact you can use him as an attack support for the rest of the Fantastic Four type characters, it's a clear winner. Who would have guessed? I wonder who that came out on top. So we're gonna stop right here. I wonder who that came out on top if I did this when he was at level 60, right? Food for thought. So it took us just over a minute to bring Thanos down to 15 bars with the thing. Let's see what it looks like with Colossus. Yeah, the damage is... it's not there, bro. The bar is barely moving, fam. I'm sorry, Peter. Like, I love you, bro, but like, for real, the bar is barely moving. The bar is barely moving, guys. I'm done. Like, we can stop this at 1 minute. We'll stop it at 1 minute because this is just sad, bro. This is sad. So even though I say the thing is the poor man's Colossus, man, it looks like, yeah, that's not such a bad thing after all, is it? You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing after all. Look at this, man. The thing is clearly better than base kit Colossus. Yeah. Really? Yep. There you go, boys. We're gonna wrap it up right here, man. So you guys saw for yourself, the thing base kit has way more damage than Colossus, and I can't wait to see what his uniform is gonna do for him, because once he does get his uniform, we're gonna come back and we're gonna do this comparison between Colossus's uniform and Thing's uniform, because day one I'm getting it to heroic, because y'all know I love Benji, baby, and I am hopeful that Netmarble is gonna deliver us something that is worthwhile. Anyways, boys, we're gonna wrap it up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you'd like me to do this comparison again and do it differently, but I think it was just and fair, right? We did it with the base kit of both of these guys, and they're looking pretty much the exact same if you ask me, right? So yeah, man, I don't think it could have been much fairer than that. So let me know what your thoughts are, though, as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.